Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Said Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who may like it as well. Also, if you have time, please leave us a comment in the comment section because the comment section is definitely lit. Also, this morning when I woke up, I had a new patron. Cameron Rogers is my new patron. And I want to thank you, Cameron, and say hello for signing up to be a patron on Patreon. Now, if you want to be a patron, it's very easy to sign up. You go to the link underneath this video and you sign up to be a patron. Patrons generally pledge to give the channel a certain amount of money, maybe $1 up to $5, maybe more up to $35, as much really as you want to. I don't think there's a limit on it. And basically you pledge to give a monthly donation to the channel. And that monthly donation I use to do things like recently upgrade the equipment. Some of you have mentioned that you noticed that the equipment has gotten a little bit fancier. That's because of my patrons, I was able to buy a selfie stand, a light, and a new camera, which was my new phone. So basically, you are supporting the channel and making it easier for me to keep going, keep making videos, and come up with other interesting things. Likewise, in return for your monthly pledge, I do an exclusive video every week just for you. You get my new video series. My new video series is called The Witch Trials. Some of you may have already seen it because I posted 2 of the videos here on this channel so you guys could check it out and see what it was about. Now, if you want to continue to watch the witch trials once a week, you can become a patron and you can see them every Saturday when I upload them. Okay? All right. Now let's talk about something that a lot of Aquarius tell me they have experienced. First of all, an Aries said to me just the other day, why are Aquarius so strange? Why are they so eccentric? Why are they so weird? Now, we've talked about Aquarius being weird on this channel before. I did a whole video on it, and I'll link it up here if I remember. And in that video, I talked about, the Aquarius being kind of eccentric. But in this video, I want to talk about something that I mentioned but didn't go into detail. She said, why do Aquarius feel the need to be so eccentric? And I wanted you guys to know that Aquarius are not eccentric because we choose to be. We don't wake up in the morning and say, hey, what can I do that's eccentric? I had a teacher in high school who used to always tell me, you don't have to shock us. You don't have to impress us. You don't have to do anything that, takes our breath away. And I realized then, and I realize now, that he said that because he got the impression that my actions were for other people. And this is where people mess up with the Aquarius. The Aquarius's actions aren't for you. We aren't being weird just to be weird or, oh, look at what interesting thing I have now. The Aquarius does what we want to do. We do what entertains us. It has nothing to do with you. And I think that we have such a self-centered society, like that song by, who is that song by? It's called You're So Vain. I think it's Carly Simon. I can't remember. But there's a song called You're So Vain. That is our society. Our society is so vain that they think the actions of the Aquarius is because of them. But the truth is the actions of the Aquarius is because of us. I wear and do what I like and what makes me feel good. Aquarius is not beating to your drum. We're not following your little bullshit trends. We're not changing our hair or our pocketbook or our clothes, our sneakers, because you said that's what's in this month. We're not doing it. I have met very few Aquarius who choose to beat to the drum of society. Usually Aquarius are lone wolves or we're leading the pack. Bottom line. It's very infrequent to catch us following other people's trends. And because of that, people say we're weird and eccentric because we look and act and think so different. But that is not our fault. We don't do it on purpose. It just happens, you see. I remember being a young girl. I remember being in like 4th or 5th grade and thinking to myself, I wanted to be one of the popular girls. Because in school, I was one of the nerdy girls, not one of the popular girls. And I wanted to be like them. So I was like, ooh, so I'm going to watch them and mimic their behaviors. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was too expensive. It was too time consuming. And it changed too rapidly. One day Fendi is in. The next day Fendi is out. Now Gucci's in. Now Louis Vuitton is in. Now Louis Vuitton is out. Now we're back to Fendi again. You know, the styles just constantly kept changing. And what's cool changes based on what the head honcho is wearing. So you got to constantly follow the fucking leader with somebody else's fashion style. So whoever is the trendsetter, we all follow them until they deem that trend no longer cool. Now, what if the trend, I still like it? Or what if I never liked it and I didn't want to wear that? What if I don't like Fila? What if I like Adidas? You know, what if I don't like none of that? What if I don't want to wear any of that? You know, I was always into other time periods. I like things from old Hollywood, for example. I'm very Afrocentric. I like things like African patterns and things like that. I also like things from the Hindu tradition, the Native American tradition. I like those looks. I like mixing them up, and I like wearing the colors and the jewelry and the headdresses from different cultures. I like that kind of stuff. And it's not always in, and I don't care. So after 4th or 5th grade, I realized I didn't have the time or the energy or the focus to follow the trends. And I wasn't interested. Half of the time, I didn't even think the trends were attractive. And half of the time, the people who were doing the trends didn't think they were attractive. But they did them anyway to still be in the in crowd. So Aquarius is not trying to be different. We're not just trying to be eccentric. We're not trying to shock you. The Aquarius is being themselves, which is something that many other people don't have the fucking balls to do. Okay? Because a lot of people I've come across who follow the trend aren't into it either. But they follow it because they want to be seen with the cool crowd. And you can't be with the cool crowd unless you follow the trends. When I was a young girl in like 5th grade, we had a friend. And she hung out with us. She was one of the nerdy kids. She was actually one of the smartest girls in school. And her parents bought her a pair of these really big gold earrings. When I was a young girl, the big gold earrings were in. They would had your name in them. They were heart-shaped. And I had some later, but she was one of the first to get them. I didn't have them for many, many years. So she had, before that, she, just kind of dressed kind of plain. Her parents got her these earrings for Christmas. And overnight, she went from hanging with the nerds to hanging with the cool girls. So all she had to do was get some big earrings and a Fendi pocketbook, which was the next thing I remember her getting. And suddenly she was in the cool clique. And I could not do it because I couldn't keep up with, I just couldn't keep up with it. I didn't have the money. First of all, the money. Keeping up with those trends is expensive. And then secondly, I just didn't have the interest in the trends in the first place to make it a big deal for me to even acquire the money to get them. So I don't want people to have the impression that Aquarius is eccentric just because we want to be eccentric, because we want to be different. Oh, look at me. Look, I'm different. Nah, that's not really even authentic. And the Aquarius is authentic. We are authentic. We are original. And we don't do these things for you. We do these things for us. I get dressed and put on my jewelry and my crown and things because it makes me feel pretty because I like it. I don't go and get things I think other people will like. I get things that I will like. I'm the one that got to pay for them. And I'm the one that has to support them. So I don't go out and get things. Oh, this person might like to see me in this, you know? So I don't do that. I do what I like for me, and it's not to shock or, hit anybody else. And if other people like it, that's wonderful. And if they don't like it, that's fine too, because they don't have to wear it. It's mine. It's all mine, So I just wanted to point that out to you guys, that Aquarius are not eccentric on purpose. We just think differently. It's natural. It's authentic. It's just what comes to us. So if you know a weirdo Aquarius, because we're not all like this, but a lot of us are. So if you know a weirdo Aquarius, they're weird because that's what they like. That's what appeals to them. When they read or when they watch mass media or when they listen to music or whatever the case is, whatever styles they wear is what they like. And it might not be the most trend-setting thing. It might not be the coolest thing out. We're not always wearing the flyest clothes or the greatest hairdo, but we wear what we like and what makes us feel pretty. So just know that if you know an eccentric Aquarius, that's why they're eccentric. It's just what makes them feel good. So mind your business and let that Aquarius rock their weird flag as much as they want to. You worry about yourself. Worry about what you like and wonder, what do you want to wear? Do you want to play follow the leader, or do you want to do your own thing? Because I think more people want to be like the Aquarius. I swear. I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people follow the status quo not because they want to. They feel like they have to. And guess what? You don't. You don't have to follow the status quo. You don't have to wear the coolest shit. You don't have to get the $1,000 jeans. You can wear whatever you want. You just got to have the courage to stand up and do it. So if you're one of those people watching thinking, yeah, I do like so-and-so, but that but is what gets you. But it's not in style. But it's not in the trend. But what will my friends say? Who cares? Who cares? When I was in high school and to this day, I love thigh boots. I love thigh boots. Thigh boots are so cute to me. I love different color ones. I love the ones that come up to the knee. I love the ones that come all the way up to the thigh. I love them. When I was in high school, I would wear them all the time. And people would tease me and say they were hooker boots because Julia Roberts wore them in Pretty Woman. So people would tease me. I didn't care. I thought they were sexy. I thought they were cute, so I wore them. Now, right after that, right after I started wearing them, everybody else started wearing them. Now I see them all the time in different lengths, and they even sell them at Payless. So from the time I started wearing them at like 14, 15, they gradually gained popularity. And all those people who were teasing me in high school ended up with 2, 3, 4 pairs of them. So my point is that a lot of times people look at your style, or they will look at your eccentric style, and next thing you know, they're copying it. Wear what you want. Do what you want. If you're not hurting anybody, you don't have to follow the leader. You're not a little kid anymore. We're not in kindergarten. Okay? Be yourself. All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, pass it on, and come back soon because I have a lot more to say. Also, if you want to get in contact with me, if you want a reading done, or if you have something that you want to share with me, or if you have a question for Ask an Aquarius, check underneath the comment section here, because under the description, I give all of my information about how to contact me. Okay? See you later, guys.